Well, it's coming. Are you ready? I'm sitting out here. It's starting to sprinkle on me. And those of you who, matter of fact, I ought to start this off by welcoming all of the new people who have joined us over on the Patreon channel. It's great to have you over there. You have found that the Patreon community is so much different than the YouTube community. It's so supportive, it's so helpful, it's so all these things. And plus, I put a lot more stuff over there. and those of you on Patreon got to watch Mark and I out there yesterday going around walking on roofs in 53-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and that was so much fun, putting up Christmas lights. We're supposed to get bad weather here in just a little bit, and the possibility of tornadoes later today. My son and I are going to go out and put up Christmas lights later when he gets out of school. And I don't know, we probably won't put any up if there's a tornado coming at us. We'll get down off the roof if we see a tornado, but we will see. But they say it's coming, and it's coming in us in life too. That's what I want to talk. Oh, one more thing is I told you yesterday, my books got delivered in Amazon, so everybody who has been waiting for their book delivery, I'll be signing those today, and we'll start getting them out. Hopefully, we'll all get all those orders out in the next couple of days. So your wait is almost over. It's good. It's unbelievable how many orders we have had for my books, and it's very gratifying to do it all. I mean, I've always sold a lot through Amazon for years, but I just love the personal orders that we get through our website from you all, because you watch here. So it is coming. If you watched, I put one up about us being garbage on the American Reversion channel just a couple minutes ago. Oh, sorry, I do this a lot, but we have a lot to talk about. If you're new, and I will do this because I keep forgetting, but I do have announcements. I just put up one on the Patreon channel about building your business. So important, such an important part. Your financial preparedness is next to faith in the good Lord himself. Your financial preparedness is perhaps the most important thing, well, other than family and friends and all that. But I'll tell you, your financial preparedness and stability far outweighs how many knives and lighters and go bags and things like that you can have. And I put one up on the Patreon channel. That's an indication of the more that you get on the Patreon channel. The link's down below. Come over. If you're not over there, you should be. You're missing out a lot, and you're hurting yourself. But about building a business. I talk about building a business. So important. So important not to. It's one of the ways you separate yourself from the system. So anyway, it is coming. No matter what happens, next Tuesday, we're in for some interesting times. I don't have to tell you all the things day by day, or I shouldn't have to tell you, I hope. I know that there's plenty of people out there just breathlessly saying, letting you know about the latest thing that somebody said or somebody did or something like that. Hey, if you have to be convinced about the state of the world by now, I can't convince you, and neither can anybody else. But we know the state this world is in, and this next week coming up on the elections is going to, I think, bring still more surprises. They're desperate. Yes, we know that. We know that the libs, the commies, are desperate. And what's the most dangerous kind of animal? A desperate animal. One who's afraid. You corner an animal and you got a fight on your hands. And they don't want to lose. They don't want to lose power because their objective is and always has been total control of this country through their communist beliefs and machinations. Don't you love that word, machinations? So no matter what happens, we'll see. Well, we won't know Tuesday because it'll be a big mess, but we're going to an election party. We always have an election party, not here, but at one of Kevin's brother's house. And we'll go over there and we will listen, and we will watch the maps and we will see who's projected to win and all that. And we won't know. We won't know for a while because no matter who they say wins, there's going to be court fights, there's going to be lawyers, there's going to be this, there's going to be that. They've already found ballots burning. They've already found unbelievable election fraud in this. It's what happens. It's what happens because we've allowed this country to get to the point to where it can. Now, it's nothing new. And I've said this before. I grew up in Kansas City, a machine town, to where, you knew that the election wasn't over until all the cemetery had been counted. And it was just kind of a chuckle back then. Shouldn't have been, but it was. And it's led to this. Next Tuesday is when it really starts. No matter which one wins, it's when it really starts. And if Harris wins, nothing's going to happen from our side. That's my prediction. I don't know. Because we don't have enough fighters. I'll be honest. We don't have enough fighters. We've got too many people. These like I call them, intellectually lazy and morally weak people who continue to say that voting doesn't matter and that it's a uniparty and it's two wings of the same bird, and it's just a way for them to excuse their non-involvement and their inability and a lack of moral strength to stand up for one thing against another. And there's a huge difference between Trump and Harris, and nobody can dispute that. Anybody that tries to dispute that is an idiot. Okay, simple as that. I probably just lost a bunch of subscribers, but you know what? If I lost somebody over that, I don't want them. I'm serious. I don't. This is for the thinking people. If you're new to the channel, welcome, by the way, and you'll notice that this is a place for thinking people. So if you're a thinking person, you're in the right place. If you're just a person who wants to be fed a bunch of pablum every day and scared, you might not like it here. I don't know. Do what's best for you. So if she wins, yeah, nothing's going to happen because we don't have enough people who will stand up, and all those people that like to leave the comments on all the channels, about they better not, or they'll wish they hadn't, or this and that and this and that. They don't do anything. They're pathetic. They're pathetic. Anybody that talks a big game on the internet, again, is an idiot, right? Stay away from them. If, however, it looks like Trump is, well, like I said in yesterday's video, this country is going to start exploding. And I tell you, there is no telling where it's going to affect. Yeah, it'll affect the big cities. It could affect the suburbs. It could affect the small towns. Probably not going to affect you if you live down, far enough down a dirt or gravel road, but it's going to affect the dickens out of you in your pocketbook. It really is. And then they're just getting started. Because if they interrupt supply chain, which would be, if you were on their side, isn't that something you would do? Yeah. It will affect you for a while, and then things will get better. But if she wins, it's going to affect everybody. Even if you can't live far enough down a dirt road for it not to affect, because it's going to affect every aspect of your life. It's going to affect what you pay in taxes. It's going to affect what you pay for your insurance, for your property taxes, how about all those unrealized capital gains taxes that you need to pay? Huh? You got 40 acres. You got a house that you pay thousands of dollars of property taxes on already, which are immoral. I'll tell you, income and property taxes are immoral. They just are. We need to change that. We need to change that, but only by getting power, can we? But anyway, I'm off. That's more political than preparedness. But has your house appreciated? How would you like to write a check for the just a second, somebody's calling me. Okay, for the unrealized gains. Whoa, your house is worth $400,000 more than when you bought it, and capital gains. We're raising that up to whatever, 28% more than that. So send Uncle Sugar a check for 28% of $400,000, and I mean right now. You see, this is what happens when not enough people will stand up and fight, and you can thank all those people that tell you that voting doesn't matter. You just thank them for it. Yeah. But it's coming. One way or another, it's coming. So my question or my advice or just a chat. This is just a morning chat. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it like I always say we ought to be ready for it? Are you able to stay in your house for a month, 2 months, and not go out? Because you don't know. And I'm not saying that everybody is going to, oh, there's going to be mobs surrounding your house with torches and you can't come out of the house. No, I mean, you just might want to lay low for a while. That's all I'm saying. If you live in a built up area, you might not want to, drive to the office every day, or you might want to change your route, or you might want to change the times you go there. It's going to disrupt. And maybe I'll say something here that's going to be controversial. Oh no, Steve, don't be controversial. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's necessary. Maybe this thing has to happen. The other side has been involved in a revolution since the 19 teens, over 100 years. They've done it slowly, the communist way. But if they think they're losing, I think they're gonna bring it on, and maybe, a lot of us have said, "Come on, let's get the dance started. If it's gonna happen, let's go." And I have to believe it's not that I want that, because this will make life so much more difficult. But I have to say that in my personality, when I am unable to control it, I am one of those that if somebody wants to start a problem, it's like, let's go right now. Right now. There's no reason to talk about it. And we're going to, at the slightest hint of something, let's bring this to a conclusion. Whatever it takes. So maybe it's necessary. These things do happen. It's happened before. And maybe it will serve to, just like Biden's use of the term garbage to describe more than half of America, half of American citizens. Maybe it'll take this to bring the truth of the matter, to bring reality to the attention of all those people who just can't make themselves decide what's right and what's wrong. Well, I've enjoyed that little ramble. I'll look forward to hearing your thoughts, but it is coming. Now, what it is, that's the only question. But it is coming. So, leave me your thoughts. If you're not with us on the Patreon channel, we'd love to have. Come on over. It's a whole different world. It costs you $1 a month or $5 a month, whichever you want to do. I don't care. But you're going to get so much more out of it. Not just from me, but from our other patrons. They're the smartest people you're ever going to see online. And you'll get a lot out of it. And like I say, now I got my books in, so I guess if you want to start ordering from me again, you can. You won't have to wait quite so long. But there's always that chance. You order from me, you have to wait sometimes. If you order from Amazon, they get them to you right away because that's their business, right? So think about this. What's coming? Are you ready for it? And then prepare. And like we always say, we prepare well today in order to live well tomorrow. So do it so you can. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.